Every single day, your body produces up to 3 pints of gas. Where does it all go? Most people hold it in dozens of times a day without thinking twice about it. But that trapped gas doesn't just vanish. It crosses into your bloodstream and exits through your lungs. Today, we're zooming inside your colon to see exactly what happens when gas has no way out. Your digestive system creates gas in 2 main ways, and both are completely normal. First, you swallow tiny pockets of air every time you eat, drink, or even talk. Second, trillions of gut bacteria break down undigested food, releasing gases like hydrogen and methane. Here's the surprising part. Gas is actually a sign that your gut bacteria are doing their job. Most of this gas builds up in your colon, slowly pushing against the walls of your large intestine. But when you hold that gas in, things start to go wrong inside your gut. So what exactly goes wrong when gas gets trapped inside your colon? There are 3 hidden culprits. The first one might shock you. Your body absorbs trapped gas right through the colon wall. Once absorbed, that gas enters your bloodstream and travels all the way up to your lungs. And then you breathe it out. Research suggests this can actually change the composition of your breath. The second culprit is something you can actually feel. It's called the bloating feedback loop. When gas stretches your colon walls, tiny nerve sensors fire off pain signals straight to your brain. Your brain responds by tightening the muscles around your gut, which traps even more gas inside. More gas means more stretching, more pain, and more spasms. It becomes a cycle that feeds itself. Now, here's the third culprit, and this one affects your gut over the long term. When gas builds up with nowhere to go, it creates constant pressure against the walls of your colon. That pressure can slow down the natural rhythm of your gut, making it harder to move things along. Studies suggest that repeated high pressure may weaken the colon wall, creating small pouches over time. All 3 culprits work together, creating a chain reaction inside your gut. And it doesn't stop there, but here's where it gets really interesting. Holding in gas doesn't just affect your colon. Your gut and your brain are connected by a major nerve called the vagus nerve. When trapped gas stretches your colon, it sends stress signals through that nerve straight to your brain. Over time, your brain may start to overreact, interpreting normal gut activity as pain or discomfort. Research indicates this heightened sensitivity has been closely linked to common IBS symptoms. Here's something most people don't realize. Trapped gas can shift the entire balance of your gut bacteria. A stagnant gas environment may favor certain types of bacteria that produce even more methane. Excess methane has been linked to slower digestion, which can lead to constipation and even more bloating. Did you know chronic bloating ranks among the top gut complaints reported by adults in America? Chronic gut distress doesn't just hurt physically. Studies link ongoing bloating to increased stress and anxiety. This connection goes both ways. When your gut is stressed, your mood and energy feel it too. Picture a domino effect. Gas retention leads to pressure, then inflammation, then widespread consequences. So now that we understand the dangers, let's talk about what you can do to support your gut. The good news is, there are simple, science-backed ways to support your gut and reduce trapped gas. Let's start with the easiest one. How you eat matters just as much as what you eat. When you eat too fast, you swallow large amounts of air along with your food. Thorough chewing gives your stomach more time to prepare and cuts down on swallowed air. Try putting your fork down between bites. This simple habit can make a real difference for your gut. The second method might surprise you. It's not about eating more fiber, it's about eating the right kind. Soluble fiber dissolves in water and feeds your good bacteria gently without causing sudden gas spikes. But too much insoluble fiber all at once can cause rapid fermentation, leading to excess gas and discomfort. The key is to increase fiber slowly over several weeks, giving your gut bacteria a time to adjust. Research shows that gradual fiber changes produce far less gas than sudden increases in fiber intake. Number 3 is one of the simplest changes you can make, and it works surprisingly fast. A short walk after eating helps activate the muscles in your digestive tract, pushing gas through naturally. Studies suggest that just 10 to 15 minutes of light walking after a meal supports healthy digestion. You don't need intense exercise. Even a gentle stroll around your neighborhood can get things moving. Now, have you ever wondered why so many cultures around the world eat fermented foods every day? Fermented foods introduce a wide variety of helpful bacteria into your gut, boosting overall diversity. A more diverse gut produces a more balanced mix of gases, which means less bloating and less discomfort. Rotating different fermented foods throughout the week gives your gut a richer mix of beneficial bacteria. Research suggests that regular fermented food intake is associated with reduced bloating over time. And finally, the 5th method targets something most people overlook: the link between stress and your gut. When you're stressed, your brain sends signals that tighten your gut muscles and slow down digestion. Deep breathing before meals has been shown to activate your vagus nerve and help relax your gut. A few slow, deep breaths before you eat can help your digestive system shift into a calmer state. These 5 methods work best when combined. Small changes add up to big results for your gut health. Now let's bring it all together. Here's a simple weekly plan to start supporting your gut right away. The very first step: when you feel gas building up, let it pass whenever you safely can. It's a natural process, and understanding the science behind it makes it easier to normalize. During the first week, slow down at meals, chew thoroughly, and set your fork down between bites. In week 2, add a short walk after your main meals. Even 10 minutes makes a noticeable difference. Week 3, begin increasing fiber gradually. Give your gut bacteria time to adapt at their own pace. Week 4 is when fermented foods enter the picture. Rotate different types for the best results. And throughout this entire process, practice slow, deep breathing before meals to keep your gut relaxed. Pay attention to how your body responds. Less bloating and more comfort may come within just weeks. One common mistake is adding too much fiber too quickly. This can backfire and make bloating even worse. And if your symptoms persist or get worse, consider talking to your healthcare provider for personalized guidance. Here's what matters most. Gas is a normal sign that your gut bacteria are alive and working, but holding it in triggers a chain reaction, from gas reabsorption to bloating loops to long-term pressure damage. The best part is, small daily changes can support your gut for years to come. A healthier gut starts with understanding how it works. Now you have the knowledge to make a change. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more gut science and share it with someone who needs it.